This is our project in Perrin, Texas. We got progress going, and here on this project, we got a 2-structure barndominium. We got one in the back that is a smaller efficiency style barndominium with a larger shop, which I'll show you as well in this video. But we have a 2,000 square foot living quarters barndominium right here with a shop as well, which is a garage space, which is around a 600-700 square foot garage. And then we got about 500 square foot of porch space. Very nice porch on the back. So I'm gonna kind of walking you guys through this just a little bit. We do have our wood framers on site, so it's a little bit crazy here today, but I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get it going. Yeah, so this is the overall structure. One thing I could tell you just on the exterior, you'll notice is a very steep roof slope. We got an 8/12 pitch on this build, which is very big. And right now the guys are coming in, infilling all of these open areas with our 2x6 studded walls. And it works really nicely. You can kind of see the caliber shots that we're using to attach these 2x6s and how our zip system will pass these areas. Right now Junior's framing across this front porchway, and you'll see how all this is going to coordinate together very well. Our zip system will be able to come up and pass all the way up into that gable cavity there. They will have a little bit of notching that they'll have to do up in this space, but yeah, it's really coming together. I'll just walk through this window here, and you'll see this is going to be the master suite side, and we've got other bedrooms across under that other way. As a build like this starts taking shape, you can really start to imagine the volume that we're going to have here, the potential that there is in a overall frame structure. But the basis of what we do is here. You can see our hybrid steel framing. We've got all of the roof framed with our steel and supported with that. Then we have the infilling of our wood frame construction, where a lot of what is typical and it's happening on every job you see is the same steps being repeated everywhere we go. Now this is a larger wall, so as you can see, they're about to close that in with the zip system. This will open towards the back porch, front to back. You'll have your kitchen over this way, living area back here. You can look, there will be a corner pantry right here as well. So your kitchen cabinets will work through here, and I'm sure our kitchen sink will probably be back here on this spot. As we come down over here, you can see we've got a couple of bedrooms. We got one right here off this space. We got another one back here, an adjoining bathroom. I believe this will be kind of a utility room, wash area. And then another room back here, which could be like an office or a private office area. Like I said, it's pretty noisy right here, but I'm trying to bring you guys through, show you some jobs that are in action. So now this will be our dividing point for the zip system all the way across here. They'll have to do some additional blocking around our purlins up there in those areas. And as we get to the shop area, you'll see that our framing changes. Where we have steel framing for horizontal purlins, all the way pretty much across there. So this will be the garage side. 8-12 pitch roof really does create a lot of ceiling height here. Very, very large. So as we come off the back here, you can really start to see how the framing changes from our steel frame to our wood frame. And we will leave these areas open, allowing for conventional style framing right here. Remember, none of this is load bearing. The only thing we're bearing here is going to be the siding that's on the exterior and whatever weight that's going to be on the interior right here. But nothing up above is supported by this lumber. We could use 2x4s very easily, but we don't do that because we want a thicker wall for our insulation values. Now, you can see clearly where this break happens, where we change our framing to steel. You'll see that we use the receiver channel that goes up. This will flush out with our zip system right here. Okay, because we won't use zip here, we use it here, and then our panels will have a smooth transition from the shop framing to the living quarters. So this will be the corner of our air seal. Our zip system will stop here inside. And yeah, all this will be sealed off right there to that purlin. So that's the way it goes. Under the porch area right here, this will be a very nice place to sit, looking out some of their private country area. This is not state property. This is not public property. This is private property, okay? This is where you can really just enjoy country living at its finest. I want to show you guys something else that we're doing over here. We're actually going to build a retaining wall around here because you can see the elevation that was built up. So we've already poured some footers here. The grass is growing up on it. Customer did not want to just keep extending dirt and taking out whatever green stuff that they could do. So this is going to be a footer, or this is a footer that we poured. And we're going to put a block wall here. The guys actually built some temporary scaffolds here on this side to install the zip sheets. So you can kind of see that process. This is just what framers do. They engineer ways to do things. No big deal. So the septic system will actually come out on this side. Also, the other elevation for septic will run down this way too. You can see the amount of erosion here just from the time that we poured this foundation over here. We'll definitely need to get more dirt in here on this side sooner than later. And hopefully, as we bring our stonemasons to do the stonework here on the front, we'll get to work on building some of these walls so we can get some more dirt in here. But don't you think this is going to be a beautiful setup right here? 8-12 pitch, not the easiest thing to do on a barndominium because it's really steep. The hard part is done. The roof is on, so it's going to be a beautiful setup. So a lot of times our clients are needing to build a place out on a property, a large property, kind of like this. We've got quite a few acres out here, and our clients needed an additional larger shop But in this case, they also wanted to build an efficiency quarters for generational purposes. Maybe older family members, father, mother, whoever might need to live out here in this place. So this is a 500 square foot efficiency quarters with a porch that looks off the back, facing more of this beautiful private property. And as you come inside, you guys might have seen this build before. Let me know what you think and where you've seen this one from. You can see they got the windows here. This is going to be the master bedroom. Got a little closet right here. Toilet with a vanity. There'll be a full walk-in shower back over here. And this will be the laundry, like a vertical stackable washer and dryer that goes right here. And you can see up here, we've got 9-foot ceilings. Check out these windows, guys. This is the Elevate windows, and you can see they're black on one side, white on the other. This is a product that we've used for some time. They're pretty good to work with, and always turns out a pretty good product. Got a lot of protection as well. We've had really good luck with these windows. They got your standard efficiency ratings, low E and all that, but they look really good, especially when trying to get the black. That seems to be a challenge. People want to get black on the exterior, and it costs so much more to go to a solid black window, but that's a good option. Elevate, you guys might want to check them out. So as you can see, this is not much to this little living quarters. We'll kind of have a sitting area right here. Your kitchen will be more of a shotgun style, so you'll have cabinets on this side, cabinets on this side. It'll flow straight back. You have a 1-bedroom full bath back there with the shower, I should say. And then coming off of this will be a very large shop. And you guys know how we do it. This is the break wall right here for air tightness, and a very large open shop. I believe this overall structure is like a 40 by 60, but this first 15 foot or so is sectioned off for living. We'll have a toilet with vanity right here off the shop. 2 big large open doors and a lot of headspace up in here. You have a shop door that steps out right here, another retaining wall that we're going to be building right here on this side. This property did have a lot of elevation to it, and it worked out, but we had to use a lot of the soil that was here on site. But everything looks really good, all the foundation and all that as well. So you can see how we frame the stairs. A lot of times we make room for the panels to come down on each side, leaving a gap for the panels. Plenty of room coming up. And then this will be just a very large storage area. So you'll have mechanicals probably over here and more storage. So all our insulation will infill all into these places. You can see where our steel stops and the wood framing begins. But as you can imagine, the air conditioning, all this will be sealed off into here. We'll have our closed cell foam up here at the top, and we'll finish all this out with the open cell. So as you can see, we have a lot of progress going over here on this project in Perrin, Texas. And we've got so much going on right now. It's just taken me this long just to get over here and look at this project myself. How are we offsetting some of that? Well, we're setting up job cameras and things like that, and trying to keep track of all the progress that's going on everywhere. But there's nothing like a good job visit, so that's what I like to do. Here, it's midstream, so best time for me to get in here is right after all these guys are done, and I can really see that everything is as it should be. You can see all of the methods that we've been doing for our hybrid steel frames are duplicated. We got the purlins, how they're extended around the doors. I've been accused of kind of doing overkill. But if I was building your house, wouldn't you want me to overkill it? So we're adding this extra framing here. Why? Just because we don't want the spray foam to push out in those areas. I could use a base angle, but for the money, it's not really that much difference to just use a purlin. Gives us a little bit more peace of mind, and it gives us some additional rigidity there, but mostly it gives us that added protection. You can see we don't have a lot of windows on the walls here. We just have these doors. I have that door, and have that door over there. So all this would pretty much be sealed off in this area. This building, I think, is more like a 412 pitch, but this one, 812 pitch. What do you guys think about that? That's kind of scary to walk on. You always want to make sure you roll the tape whenever you're installing the zip system. This is something I always like to see on site with the guys who are installing it, because it lets me know they got the right thing in mind. You might ask, why do you feel like you've got to roll the tape? Well, glad you asked. The roller is here primarily because this board, this zip board, was originally designed to go on the roofs, and it's got a textured finish to it, imprinted. If you pay attention closely, you can see, well, what this roller does is it pushes the tape down into those indentions of the board, making that acrylic bond to ooze into all of the texture of that finish. So that's one of the main reasons why we do that with the zip system. Number one, the manufacturer warranty, that's what it's all about. Number two, it gives us a very good bond to for our windows and door flashing. So that's something you could definitely check. And the good thing about it is the roller actually has an imprinted Z that gets input into the board as it rolls. As you can see, there's a Z right there on the roller. So everything's there, ready to investigate whether the zip tape has been rolled. Have you rolled your zip tape lately? Just asking. Make sure you roll the tape, guys. So speaking of rolling the tape, this video is getting a little bit long. So I hope you guys have enjoyed walking through on this build. We've got a lot more updates to come, but this one's in Perrin, Texas. You might say, hey, you guys are just a little bit outside of maybe your radius, a little bit for a turnkey. Well, we're also building in Weatherford, so we got another project that's like 9 or 10 minutes down the road. That's some of the things that we take in consideration while we're doing a project. So a lot of times we will convert a shell only to a turnkey, especially as we start stacking projects in a certain area. So yeah, we got a lot more to come on the channel. Appreciate you guys being here, subscribing, following along, and let us know in the comments below where you think we got inspired to do this out here, where that one come. Name it. Let me know the name of that build right there. Put it in the comments. If you're the first one to comment it, I'll send you a hat. I don't know, we're doing that lately, so why not? All right, guys, if you haven't subscribed, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas Best.